Hello everyone and welcome to the lecture on Amazon SageMaker Clarify. So this lecture will contain all those topics. What is Amazon SageMaker Clarify? What is fairness and model explainability for machine learning predictions? Regulatory, business and data science applications. Questions to encourage fairness and explainability in the machine learning lifecycle. How SageMaker Clarify processing jobs work. Understanding SageMaker Clarify analysis types, understanding SageMaker Clarify detailed workflow. So first topic, what is Amazon SageMaker Clarify? You can use Amazon SageMaker Clarify to understand fairness and model explainability and to explain and detect bias in your models. It acts like a tool to check if your AI is making fair decisions. You can configure an SageMaker Clarify processing job to compute bias metrics and feature attributions. This means setting up a task to measure how biased model might be and which data features are influencing it. You can generate reports for model explainability. The tool creates easy to read reports that help you explain how your model works. SageMaker Clarify processing jobs are implemented using a specialized SageMaker Clarify container image. This means the job runs inside a specific software package built just for this purpose. Next topic is what is fairness and model explainability for machine learning predictions. Machine learning models are helping make decisions in domains including financial services, healthcare, education, and human resources. Policymakers, regulators, and advocates have raised awareness about the ethical and policy challenges posed by ML and data driven systems. Amazon SageMaker Clarify can help you understand why your ML model made a specific prediction and whether bias impacts this prediction during training or inference. SageMaker Clarify also provides tools that can help you build less biased and more understandable machine learning models. SageMaker Clarify can also generate model governance reports that you can provide to risk and compliance teams and external regulators. Using SageMaker Clarify, you can detect bias in and help explain your model predictions. You can identify types of bias in pre-training data. You can also identify types of bias in post-training data that can emerge during training or when your model is in production. Next topic is regulatory, business, and data science applications. So we'll see how this is getting used in these three: regulatory, business, and data science applications. SageMaker Clarify helps explain how your models make predictions using feature attributions. It allows for the monitoring of inference models in production to detect both bias and feature attribution drift. In terms of regulatory compliance, it addresses policymaker concerns regarding discriminatory impacts and helps identify when an ML model encodes bias that influences automated decisions. For business applications, it provides reliable explanations for regulated domains like financial services, human resources, healthcare, and automated transportation, such as explaining lending application predictions to customers and officers. Data scientists can use the service to debug and improve ML models by identifying noisy or irrelevant features, while also understanding model limitations and potential failure modes. Next topic is the questions that we must ask to encourage fairness and explainability in the ML lifecycle. So the first question is, does the model encourage feedback loops that can produce increasingly unfair outcomes? Is an algorithm an ethical solution to the problem. Is the training data representative of different groups? Are there biases in labels or features? Does the data need to be modified to mitigate bias? Do fairness constraints need to be included in the objective function? Has the model been evaluated using relevant fairness metrics? Are there unequal effects across users? Is the model deployed on a population for which it was not trained or evaluated? So the next topic is how SageMaker Clarify processing jobs work. You can use SageMaker Clarify to analyze your datasets and models for explainability and bias. A SageMaker Clarify processing job uses the SageMaker Clarify processing container to interact with an Amazon S3 bucket containing your input datasets. You can also use SageMaker Clarify to analyze a customer model that is deployed to a SageMaker AI inference endpoint. The SageMaker Clarify processing container obtains the input dataset and configuration for analysis from an S3 bucket. For certain analysis types, including feature analysis, the SageMaker Clarify processing container must send request to the model container and retrieves the model predictions from the response. After processing, the SageMaker Clarify processing container computes the analysis results and save them to the S3 bucket. Next topic is understanding SageMaker Clarify analysis types. So first one is pre-training bias metrics. So this will find data bias early. Train fair models. It needs JSON config. You can run this job before you train your model. It looks at your raw data to find any unfairness or bias so you can fix it. To run this, you simply need to provide your dataset and a settings file. Next type is post-training bias metrics. So here you check algorithm bias, review hyperparameter choices, and this uses model predictions. This helps you find bias that might have appeared after training, perhaps caused by the specific algorithm or settings you have chosen. It uses your model's actual guesses along with the data to find these issues. Next is something called as Shapley values, and this explains feature impact, shows why model predicts specific results. These values are really helpful for understanding the why behind a decision. They show you exactly how much influence a specific piece of information, which is called a feature, had on the model's final prediction. Next one is partial dependence plots, PDPs, and this shows one feature's effect, tracks target variable changes. These plots help you understand relationships in your data. They show you how much the final prediction would change if you tweak the value of just one single feature while keeping everything else the same. Next topic is understanding SageMaker Clarify detailed workflow. So we'll go much more deeper. So SageMaker Clarify needs model predictions to compute post-training bias metrics and feature attributions. You can provide your own endpoint, or Clarify will create a temporary one called a shadow endpoint using your model name. And the process is the system follows a specific order. First, it validates the inputs, then it loads the dataset into a data frame, it gets predictions from the endpoint, and finally, it computes the bias metrics and feature attributions. Next is the cleanup phase. Once the computations are finished, the SageMaker Clarify container automatically deletes the shadow endpoint and generates the final analysis results. Key outputs. So after the job is done, results are saved in your specified output location. You can download a JSON file with matrix, visual report, and additional files for local feature attributions. And that's all. Thanks for watching.